This is Harrison Phillips, and you're watching Fanatics View.
Did it finish the way you wanted? Just the overall best memories, even.
My career at Stanford was an incredible experience, and I'm very grateful for those 4 years. I had a big speed bump my sophomore year when I had an ACL tear in my left knee, and so I had a medically redshirt that season, and it was really difficult to go through because I got to see my guys going out and contributing every Saturday, and knowing that I couldn't be a part of that on the field with them. But in that season, I ended up doing a lot of film study and helping breaking down film for the team and giving them tendencies, and that elevated my game for the next 2 years. Came back junior year and had a really, really fun time playing with my teammates again. In senior year, was named captain by my teammates, and we competed for a Pac-12 North championship. And one regret would obviously be that Stanford had won a conference championship and the Rose Bowl prior to my arrival and my class's arrival at Stanford. And one of our goals as the Mean 14 was to win a national title or compete for a national title. And we didn't get there yet this year, but the program's on the rise, and it'll be coming shortly.
What's it like playing for Coach Shaw?
Coach Shaw is an amazing person, an amazing coach, an amazing father, an amazing Christian. He has so many great qualities that you'd want to be, that he's a role model for a lot of us players. His coaching style is different. He's more laid back and likes to see the whole team as a whole. I really appreciate him extending a scholarship offer to me and giving me opportunity to play for him. And I know that I can not only just use him as a resource in football, but as a friend for the rest of my life.
Tell me about off the field. What are some of the things you're into? You're into finances a little bit. What into investments?
My life is really like 98% football. I love the game. Anytime I can, I'm watching film on my iPad. Hudl's about the only app I have. Love learning when it's game week to get as deep as you can, watch every single game, every snap your opponent's ever played. I really enjoy weightlifting as a hobby, but some of the more quirky, funny things that I'm kind of interested in is I kind of follow the stock market a little bit, interested in investments and private equity, stocks. I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I don't know if that's necessarily an off-the-field thing, but a really big part of my life is community service. And so I've helped create a couple nonprofits. I've been on the board of a nonprofit that helps at-risk youth in inner cities, and using my platform for better. I think a lot of football players love that, and I'm passionate about education and character values. So trying to be in these kids' lives as best as I can and just use the football platform for better.
Did Bryce Love make the right call coming back? You think that was the right call?
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of our fellow Cardinal, Stanford guy, Bryce Love, and his decision to stay, support him 100%, whatever he wants to do. He's an incredible player. He's a first-round pick, regardless of when he comes out and wants to come out. I guess he's just going to be RB #1 next season, and he should win the Heisman as he deserves, and he's going to have a lot of success, and proud of him for going to go ahead and get his degree.
Do you think is it challenging? Do you think it's challenging for Stanford to recruit at times, seeing just from the academic standpoint?
Stanford has to overcome a lot of obstacles to recruit kids also, because there's so much talent in other areas, not in California. They recruit well in California, but to go, even myself from Nebraska, I didn't heard about Stanford for a long time until I was a sophomore in high school. And so a lot of people haven't heard the name, and then the academic issues that come about where it's really hard to get in. It's a long process, and even if you are a smart individual who can get into Stanford, you have to really want to get into Stanford. The application process is long, the essays, having to take AP classes, multiple AP classes your senior year, no off periods and things like that. But that ensures that when we get the players and they're committed to us, everybody on the team already knows, hey, this guy really wants to be here, and it just makes our family a lot closer.
How has this whole Senior Bowl process been for you? And what are your aspirations at the next level?
The Senior Bowl has been a really great experience. I'm so thankful to Mr. Savage and everybody involved in getting me down here. And not only is it great because we get to put our pads on and strap up and go hit somebody that we haven't done in a month or so, but also the people you meet and the future teammates. A lot of these guys are going to play in the NFL for multiple years, and there's a chance that you get traded or cut in free agency or even drafted to the same organization. So getting to meet people who can potentially be future teammates, and it's just been a really good time. In terms of what my aspirations are at the next level, I'm very ambitious, and I have huge goals for myself, and not just goals that I say, but goals that I actually want to live out. 15-year NFL career, Pro Bowl, all that. But there's kind of two things that really stick out for me in the immediate time, and that is I want to come into a program, and I want to introduce it and be friends with all my teammates. And I know that's hard to do because people come and go, but I think it's important to have lunch or have dinner with each player on the team and have a relationship with everybody. And then secondly, have no idea where I'm going and what the culture is at that organization, but the little things matter, and I think that's important to a winning culture. And so, I'd rather win one Super Bowl than be on 10 Pro Bowls, and that's what I want to do to an organization is bring that mindset in, and not necessarily be working towards a couple $1 million signing bonus, but be working to play a game in February.